At the appointed time he shall return and go toward the south, but it shall not be like the former or the latter.
ISIL fighters rolled into Mosul on June 9th with guns aloft to the sound of battle cries. These images, transmitted instantly around the world, set off alarm bells in capitals, embassies, and news.
For the ships of Chittim shall come against him.
Jihadist militants are now said to be advancing on Baghdad,
seizing American-supplied vehicles and weapons left behind by...
Where did this group come from? Because for so many months, I say we, the U.S., and also we, CNN, were so focused on covering Syria.
Therefore he shall be grieved, and return in rage against the Holy Covenant, and do damage. So he shall return and show regard for those who forsake the Holy Covenant.
Media, as well as the Iraqi government, by surprise by the amount of fighters, as well as strategy they use to seize these cities.
How can jihadists suddenly be in control of Iraq's second city?
And forces shall be mustered by him, and they shall defile the sanctuary fortress. Then they shall take away the daily sacrifices, and place there the abomination of desolation. Those who do wickedly against the covenant he shall corrupt with flattery, but the people who know their God shall be strong and carry out great exploits. And those of the people who understand shall instruct many, yet for many days they shall fall by sword and flame, by captivity and plundering. Now when they fall, they shall be aided with a little help, but many shall join with them by intrigue. And some of those of understanding shall fall, to refine them, purify them, and make them white until the time of the end, because it is still for the appointed time. Then the king shall do according to his own will. He shall exalt and magnify himself above every god, shall speak blasphemies against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the wrath has been accomplished. For what has been determined shall be done. How you are fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning! For you have said in your heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will also sit on the mount of the congregation on the farthest sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself a carved image, any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing mercy to thousands, to those who love me and keep my commandments. Revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he sits as God in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. He shall regard neither the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any god. No, he shall honor with gold and silver, with precious stones and pleasant things.
يذكر أن التكلفة الإجمالية لثوب الكعبة المشرفة تبلغ 20 مليون ريال الأسود، ويبلغ ارتفاع الثوب 14 مترا، ويوجد في الثلث الأعلى منه الحزام الذي يبلغ عرضه 95 سنتيمترا وبطول 47 مترا، والمكون من 16 قطعة محاطة بشكل مربع من الزخارف الإسلامية. وتتكون الكسوة من 5 قطع تغطي كل قطعة وجها من أوجه الكعبة المشرفة، والقطعة الخامسة هي الستارة التي توضع على باب الكعبة، ويتم توصيل هذه القطع مع بعضها البعض.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر.
The man is reportedly 70 years old, and his bride says she's just 15 years old. Young girls being forced to marry old men is an ugly reality in much of the world, but in Saudi Arabia, the issue for women is not just behind closed doors. In addition to the concealing dress, which they must wear by law, women must be accompanied to the man that they're with. And women I know there tell me this practice is a little less common than it used to be, but the at the airport, and when I saw it, it sent a chill down my spine. Certainly it's time for change, and how about starting with driving? Saudi Arabia is the only country in the world that still prohibits women from driving a car.
The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders.
And the hand of God was upon the prophet Ezekiel, and he brought him from Babylon to Jerusalem, and placed him on a high mountain. There he was shown a vision of the future temple, that will bring peace and harmony to the world. In the vision, an angel spoke to Ezekiel and said, "Son of man, pay attention to all that I am about to show you and teach it to the house of Israel." The angel took Ezekiel through the entire temple and measured its chambers and courtyards, its walls and its gates. The future temple is built in the form of a man. The temple building is his head and shoulders. In the outer courtyard stand 4 great chambers. The upper chambers are his arms, and the lower chambers his legs. Surrounding him is the Temple Mount, his holy space.
Do you not know that you are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwells in you? If anyone defiles the temple of God, God will destroy him, for the temple of God is holy, which temple you are.
The Temple Mount of the future temple will be 36 times larger than that of Solomon's temple, or the second temple.